Hey, it's Kelly Dix. Today we're going to talk about the money and how it's all dispersed. Okay, I get this question a lot, and usually it's from the sellers. They ask me, how does the money all get transpired and how do they actually get their money at closing? So if closing is happening where the seller is giving the keys to the buyer, there's no occupancy, buyer gets occupancy right at closing, the seller should get funds that day of closing. And how it all works is the buyer is responsible for their down payment, any of their closing costs. They're responsible to bring some money to closing. Their lender usually lets them know a couple days before closing, and they can either bring that money in a cashier's check or a certified check. And also too, the lender is bringing money to closing. So everybody's bringing this money to the closing table, usually at a title company, and the title company is the one that holds all that money together. So the title company collects the money from the buyer. They're also going to collect the money from the lender, and usually that's in a large amount of money. So the lender will wire those funds to the title company, and it all gets verified. So the title company has a lot of responsibility here. They're going to make sure those funds are deposited into their accounts, that the money has cleared before they disperse any money. So they're like the central holding area for the whole transaction. And that is probably part of what your cost is for that title company to handle the transaction. There are some fees to both sides, usually during a sale of property. So when the title company verifies that the money from the lender is in and it is good, the money from the buyer is in and it is good, then the title company can distribute the money where it's supposed to go. So a lot of times the seller is going to be getting some proceeds. So the title company will either wire the seller money, they could do that, or give them a cashier's or certified check. A lot of times the real estate brokers get commission and they'll get a check at closing. And anything that needs to get paid off, let's just say there's a home warranty, the title company will take care of that. If there is a current mortgage on the seller's property, they will take funds that are allocated for that and make sure that gets paid. Any liens in the property, those will all get paid by the title company because they need to give clear title to the new buyer. So really, in summary, the title company is like the hub of the transaction at closing and mostly handles all the money. So they have a lot of responsibility. So that's how it goes at closing. Pretty simple. There's, I'm sure, some different caveats to closing, but in a nutshell, that's pretty much how it's handled. So talk to you soon. Bye-bye.